Well, hello everyone. So, give you a little breakdown of what I've got going on this property. I bought it last year, and the fields and pastures were just not in great shape. No, no irrigation, no sprinklers, no nothing. So I'm pretty much starting from square one right now. So when I bought this place, all this back here was brown and dead. There was grass to about here. The old couple just they it's a lot of pasture for them to maintain, and they were wanting to sell. So this is pretty much all new growth this year. I reseeded a couple of weeks back, and yeah. So then I've got this pasture was about their only good one. So I've got the cows out there right now. They had on the other side of the cattle trailer, there's another pasture, and they had their goats in there, and it was eaten down to the dirt. So I haven't had anything on it since the day I bought the property. I've just watered like crazy. I've got good grass in there. I'm actually getting ready in the next probably week. I'm going to move the cows up there while I do a lot of work partitioning off all my pastures to smaller paddocks so I can rotate them a little bit better and kind of have them eat where I want them to eat. Just learning, trying this regenerative grazing seems to work for people. So yeah, that's about it. So here's the girls. Oh, he's a steer. She was born about 11 days ago, and that's last year's baby. So she'll actually, this fall, she's gonna get bred for her first time. I'll probably brack breed the mama, and then I've got another steer and a heifer that were born a few weeks back at a different property that are gonna be moved here in June or July. But yeah, I mean, this is new to me as far as it went. I've been around ag my whole life, grew up around ag, but mostly apples and fruits. So when I bought this place, it was taking on a new adventure, and it's a lot of fun. I have 5 acres here. About 4 of them are pasture, which is great. So I started researching what cattle would be the easiest to kind of start out with, learn, easy grazers, and I came upon Dexter's, and so that's where I'm running with now. Oh, there's my 2 ferocious barn cats. Little Shadow, she'll follow me around, and that's Oliver. They actually came with the property because the sellers couldn't catch them. So the one thing in my very short experience with these cows is what I liked about everybody said about the Dexters was they are docile, they are gentle, they're great on fences, really sweet, and I mean everything. It's not a lie. They're great little cows. Hi, little girl. Good morning. Good morning, sweet thing. Hi, honey. So my hip is here, so she's even at her back a little bit less than my hip. But that's Hummingbird. She's blind in one eye from an injury when she was a calf, but it doesn't stop her. Does it, sweet thing? And that's Patrick. I bought him about a month ago from a family that was moving. So he was born on St. Patty's Day last year, but he's a little bit more leery of me still. Aren't you, pal? Come here, bud. Let me love you. Let me love you. Patrick! And then there's my big mama. Come here, sweet thing. No, you gotta go beat up Patrick now, huh? And that little sweet thing was just born, and that's little Adeline. And she pretty much commands where the herd goes at this point in her life. Yeah, so the plan was, I mean, obviously I reseeded everything, and it's coming in. This is starting to come in really nicely. It's, you know, it's still March, but so I've got a natural line pretty much where I ran out of seed for the first bag. About right here, you can kind of see the difference. So this is actually going to be a natural perimeter where I set up temp fencing, and that'll be one pasture, so I can let this grow a little bit. And the only downfall though is, I mean, it's a pain in the butt. Eventually I'll upgrade to like some K lines, but it's just dragging hoses and sprinkler and moving sprinklers every couple hours. But I'm not that upset about it, because the hard work, I will appreciate the upgrades as they come, as I don't have to drag as often. Hi, little girl. So yeah, just a little rundown of my property. I've got the Dexters, and then a metric ton of chickens that are laying eggs, and then I've got some turkeys. I brought in a tom a couple of weeks back. Actually, that's him right there. The girls were getting antsy, so I brought Tom in, and now they're laying eggs, and they're gonna probably start sitting on nests soon, so that'll be pretty neat. So I've got all heritage breeds. She's a bourbon red, and he is a Narragansett cross with a bourbon red, and she's a Narragansett. So he's pretty much a combination of those two genetics. He's funny. What are you looking at, huh? Yeah, you don't want none of this, do you? Do you? Come here, let me love you. So this next weekend will be tilled and planted with in-ground gardening stuff, and then I got bored a couple of weeks back and decided we'll build a raised bed because I'm old and my knees hurt. So got to start filling that in. Got compost gonna go in, and then next week, this is that upper pasture that I'm gonna move the girls into. Really nice grass in here. I mean, probably 4 inches tall. Just, I haven't had an animal in here other than the chickens that are rooting around, but so they'll be in here, and, you know, graze it down a little bit, and just sprinklers going, just keeping it alive. So that's my little small property. It's an adventure, and it keeps me busy. Not a lot of free time, which free time and me get in trouble. So yeah, follow along if you want to see more.